Welcome back to Shop Super Garage. For today, we're restocking the shop samples. Oh, those are stuck to the thing. Don't worry, that's not all we're doing. We'll find something to work on. Alright, well, we're under the hood of our 03 Yukon, where it's been sitting here for a while because it's leaking coolant. And I believe the culprit is this hose, which is a heater hose that runs from the throttle body to the engine on this side down here. It's way down in there. You can't see it. So we're going to have to find some tools to remove a couple things so we can get down there and see what we got. Aslan's playing with her cousins today, so I'm all by myself. We got like a 7 or 8 millimeter or something there. We'll get a screwdriver and we'll start popping stuff off so we can find 8 millimeter. So should have just got a nut driver, I guess, but that's okay. All right, so evidently that's one of those that doesn't all come out all the way. So we'll get this engine cover out of the way. And get some of this stuff off so we can see down in there. Okay, no wires into that. We've been leaking oil down there. We'll set this over here on the hood of this other Camaro that we'll probably never work on. You can't see. Let's get you a closer look, see if you can see where it's at. You can see the clamp for it. Where am I at? The clamp for it's right back there when it focuses correctly. And then it goes along, the other one's right there. I don't really understand why we need warm coolant going underneath the throttle body. You think that would warm up the air? Don't you want cool air going in your intake? I think get some pliers and maybe hose pliers too. I'll be right back. Well, we grabbed a couple different flavors. These guys, nice and long, kind of rusty and junky, but let's see. We're gonna, if you do this on yours and you got coolant in there, it's just gonna leak when you take this off, so you can get something to. All right, I think I got one. Or not, I think. I know I got one clamp off. I got the top clamp. These goofy guys here. I don't know why we can't just have one regular kind of clamp. I think I got the other one about close. There it goes. Okay. Ouch. See if we can see if this really was the. There's a little hole there. Must have been leaking through there. We got our AC Delco replacement. There's the part number. 14754S. No, wait, that's not the number. 888-73611. So it should go in there about like that. Wonder if we could use regular clamps instead of those goofy ones that we can just screw on. Why can't we? Let me see if I can find some of these guys. Not some, two, I guess. They use a Phillips, but they're out of my cheap kit I bought, and they don't turn very easily. So, why that looks way longer than that, but that's okay. Anybody remember which end was where? All right, found a 6 millimeter nut driver. I don't know why I brought another clamp. Get this somewhat on there so it kind of sits where we want. And it is hot out here and I am sweating, so we need to wrap this up. Can't hardly see down there. Oh. Jab my stomach with some pliers. That's good. It is hot out here. I don't know what the temperature is, but I have sweat dripping off of me. So we need to get this finished so I can get in the shop and get a shop cycle. I'm sure by now we've experienced tons of heavy breathing because, like I said, it's hot and I have sweat dripping off of me. But we gotta get this done. Mom might want to drive it some. My mom, grandma. And maybe she's gonna want it to just have it. I don't know. Plus, it's kind of hard to mow around all these cars sitting here that don't run. So, well, they run, but there's something wrong with them. All right, let's see, that's on there. That's on there. So now we need to put a couple things away, get some coolant, put that in because I'm sure it doesn't have any at this point, and then hook up a battery charger since it's been sitting forever and see if we can get this thing fired up and moved out of its spot where it's been sitting. Who knows how long at this point. Okay, fine. I'll put this air intake ducting thingamajig back on right now before we put the tools away. Well, that was kind of weird. Picked up the charger to it and horn started going crazy. Probably some, I don't know what. So we got a gallon in here so far. Battery charger's going. I'll dump some more in. May have to use part water for now. Because this is all I got was a couple gallons. Well, there's nothing else wrong that will prevent us from starting. Take this charger up a notch and see what happens. It's been a while since we drove this thing, so let's see. Charger, we are currently on, oh, we're on the 200 amp. Ain't doing nothing. Battery might be just dead, so we're going to, Duke's looking like he wants to come out, so we're going to go check on him, take the phone in the shop where it's not as hot for a second, let this charge for a few minutes, and then we'll come back and see if it'll start. Well, while we're in here, shop cooling off for a minute, I just want to say we're able to cool off because of that insulation. Cool Mountain Dew car. But the insulation we got, spray foam. I mentioned weather time in the winter, but we got that from a place called Insulation Hub. They're in East Central Indiana. I don't know how far they go, but if you need insulation, they did a great job for me. And all we got is this little 52-inch fan going up here. Spinning around some air, keeping us cool. So there's that car we got to get back to. Oh, I found a little bit more coolant. We're going to get to this. And spinning all the way around, there's Duke hanging out with us. I'm going to throw that. Right, we'll cool off a few more minutes. I think the battery charger is starting to give the Yukon some charge. So we'll give it a few more minutes and see if we can get that thing to start. Well, the battery charger wasn't getting us anywhere, so we hooked up the truck. I don't know if that would do us any better or not, but you never know. I doubt it. That battery's probably dead. Just dead. We'll see. Get a little extra. Probably being too impatient, expecting things to happen, but that are not happening. Tires either flat or sunk in the ground. Oh, almost caught. There it goes. Let's get a window down. A couple windows down. Some air running through it. She's running. See what happens if we take this off. Okay, we're still running. See, I'm sure it sucked all that coolant down in there. It did not suck it all in, but a good bit. So let's put some more in there. Let it do its thing. Of course, once it warms up and the thermostat opens, it'll pull even more. So we're going to run out. I have not checked the oil. That's a good idea. Whoever mentioned that, I probably should have checked the oil beforehand. But it should be good, I think. Maybe. Yeah, I know, you don't normally check oil with it running. I just want to make sure we got something in there. I forgot. Oh, there went the towel. Don't worry, nothing's hot yet. We can grab it. It's a little low, but nothing's going to hurt right now. Thermostat has opened, and we still got coolant in the reservoir, so maybe we fixed the leak. Who knows? Had air conditioning. It's freezing cold when you've been sweating and you jump in here. Didn't even know it was on. Let's take care of that question. Does the air work? Yep, definitely does. We'll put you in the passenger seat. We'll tilt you a little bit forward, so maybe you're like kind of level. I don't know. We'll just see if it moves. I don't know if the radio works. Yep, it does. I'll turn that back off just because. All right, let's see if we can put this in a gear. Nope, didn't like that. It wanted to die when we went in gear. Let's turn the air off. And it died. Guess we need a different battery. Hoping that one will come back to life, but guess it doesn't want to, so take one out of something else, I guess, and swap it out. Well, we borrowed the battery from the IROC project because, well, you know, it's not going anywhere anytime soon. So, started right back up, showing same type of voltage. Now I have to get the, I don't know if that alternator is doing too hot. The air conditioning turned right back on. It's kind of stumbly, so it's trying to figure itself out after sitting, I think. Nobody else is around, so we should do the right thing and go ahead and take it for a test drive with nobody to come and get us if something happens. What is today? Tuesday? No. He's not home, the other guy's thinking of, so see if it'll stay running and drive this time, and it does with this battery. So let's see if we can just pull it out here. See what kind of noises we find. Oh, it might be spinning. Kind of stuck in the mud. Whoa! Hey, you're gonna have to sit up now, because, well, your airbag's not on. That's too high. I don't know what you can see and what you can't see. But we're definitely stuck from where it's been sitting. Four-wheel drive doesn't work, like I said. So don't fall over and hold on. We can't back up very far because there's the corn cribs back there. Let's see if it'll even let us back up. It wants. Let's ease it out of the hole. Oh, you guys fell over again. Careful there, guys. There we go. I think we're out of the hole. Alright, we made it. This is kind of a revival of sorts, I guess, because, well, it hasn't ran in forever and moved. And now we are. Let me do something different with you guys, because you're just kind of... Don't look at me in the mirror. We're just, since nobody's around, I don't want to focus on that. There's nobody's around. We'll just go down the end of the driveway maybe and back. What's that? There's somebody driving past us. Sorry for not very stable. I'm trying to just hold you since you guys kept falling over and you can't sit still. Alright. We moved her. Let's go backwards. I guess since I can't see where we're going and I don't really want to run over that Camaro, we'll just stop about right here somewhere. Well, that air is really cold, especially when you've been sweating. Let's go take a look at where we're sitting. Well, the microphone shut off on me at one point. Don't know when, so don't know what you heard or what you didn't hear, but we did. Was stuck in the hole. I drove it out. Borrowed the battery from the 85 IROC project, and it seems like it wants to drive just fine. But here's where it's been sitting, and as you can see, I got other cars in the way of mowing the grass. Well, that doesn't need mowed, of course, because it's dead, but I'd like to get some gravel over here at some point. Even that's getting really expensive, just like everything else. So yeah, we've been kind of sitting in the mud, so we'll leave it. Oh, we got mud on the tires. Don't tell Candace. All right, well, my microphone kept dying, so I don't know when we lost audio on you, but I threw in the battery from the 85 IROC project. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. Started right up. Didn't really want to move out of its hole because four-wheel drive don't work. I tried taking you guys for a ride with me, but you kept falling over. I don't know why you can't just sit up straight. So there's some mud because, well, that's where it's been sitting for a while. And as you can see, it makes it difficult to mow that area, especially with these guys sitting there. I like to fill this whole area in here with some gravel at some point, but it's expensive. 98 Silverado has a blown head gasket. We'll get to that at some point. The 01 Camaro, bought it with it running a couple years ago and pulled off the trailer now and won't start again. So we'll see, come up with something for that, or maybe we'll move it on down the road. Who knows? So anyway, we got the Yukon. Anyway, we got the Yukon moving again for somebody to drive. It was supposed to be our backup vehicle, and then it had that coolant leak and kind of just been sitting. It's not bad for an 03. It's got a couple 100,000 miles, but some rust here and there. But it's been fine for us. So it might end up being our backup vehicle, or it might go on down the road. We'll see. All right, well, thanks for joining us today, guys. We did a quick coolant fix on our 03 Yukon here, hopefully. Time will tell. It's been running a little while, and the coolant level's holding, so it must be fixed, hopefully. This was meant to be a backup vehicle. I think I already said that, so let's not do that again. Anyway, Aslan's out playing with her cousins, like I said. She's not here, so I'll say this one for her. Thanks for watching, and that bug's attacking me. Don't forget to eat your shopsicles.